Welcome back to the B Team. We are on episode 100 and something.
Let's guess. We're on one.
I'm going to guess 111. Might be a little too much.
118. 17. I make the thumbnail, so I should know it. I knew I did 16 recently. I didn't know if I did 17 though.
Shit, I was way off.
What'd you say?
111.
111.
I mean, I wasn't in the 10.
Number 90. I think, was it 106 or 96 was the Chiefs one that people still comment on.
Yeah, we were getting comments today.
Still.
We were
that thing was from the beginning of January. It's May, people. We got to let it go. We got to let it go.
Are people like religiously commenting on TikTok?
Yeah, we had actually, there was a serious beef on TikTok the other day with the, oh my God, what take was it?
Was it my take?
Was it the
it was the Michael Penix take. And this guy was like, I know ball, like if you want to come at me, and like said some stuff. And this guy came at him and he's like, oh yeah, well then let's talk about this too. Come at me with a question about that if you want to talk ball. And the guy just went crickets. So I'm like, all right, that ended quickly. The guy that said the message like, yo, bring it on, came back 2 hours later and goes, at whatever so-and-so, where'd you go? You soft piece, and like going in on it. It got a little tense there for a second. I thought we were going to have a little scrap in the comments.
Honestly, I love when we have those videos where we have those hot takes, but like again, it's not an egregious take. Like it's a formidable, reasonable take.
The biggest thing that they were mad about was that we acted as if CJ Stroud was in the same position as Michael Penix coming into the league, because they were just
say that?
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love. Yeah, not CJ. Did I say CJ Stroud?
People had a lot of even on Instagram.
I meant Jordan Love.
Same thing.
Because they were saying that wasn't the same situation, blah, blah. But like at the end of the day, they got drafted in the first round. They're both quarterbacks. They both weren't supposed to go that high to that team. Like at the end of the now, the funny part of that take, and let's get into the show. We don't got to harp on that take, but let's get into it here because some news came out this week where Kirk Cousins actually left the Vikings because he didn't like that they were drafting a quarterback, went to the Falcons, and what do they do with a top 10 pick? They drafted a quarterback.
They better have all the reasons written down to show Kirk, and it better not just be 3 of them. There needs to be an unlimited amount of reasons as to why they've done it and why Kirk should not worry whatsoever about it. I mean, again, like you're putting his camp in a really shit situation in the locker room. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole on it, but this was all in all. The conversation about this was because this wasn't even about the take at all. This was about I love the feud in the comments of our reels.
Yeah.
Like it's just like a safe haven for just a bunch of people coming at each other based off our takes. Yeah. Like I like the Steelers reel, for example.
The Steelers reel,
I absolutely love that.
That was out of hand.
It definitely was out of hand, but the fact that it was out of hand was great.
I made friends. I made Instagram friends off of that.
We made a fucking guy take off his profile picture and put a regular one up. Remember the dude with the kiss makeup?
That's true. Yeah.
And he just completely changed the photo. I'm like, wow. And then the Steelers lost, and we went back into the comments. Hey guys, how you feeling after that 9-8 season that you guys have now, of course, which was expected to get eliminated in the first round. And people were like, oh, yeah, you might be right. Or they just didn't answer at all. Yeah. So I love it. I love that we are growing as a channel where random people that we will never meet in our life, even the one guy, he took our parlay, the Christmas parlay. He's like, oh, thanks, guys. I won $450 or something.
Shout out to that guy. Like, we got to keep saying that. I can't wait for Christmas to see that guy come back to us because he won so much money. Yeah. Shout out to him for not even coming close to us during the March Madness, which was not good. I don't think anyone does well in March Madness, although on the side I did go up a lot of money. But the Christmas parlay, for something that we thought we were going to lose a lot of money doing, we did pretty good.
I mean, listen, we hit the first parlay we put out right off the bat.
We hit on darts, Mike.
Yeah. I woke up and hit a minus 345 darts player. I didn't give a shit.
That was on a very bad losing streak, by the way.
Shit, losing streak. And we covered. And then we covered on the last day, I believe.
Yeah. So Christmas Eve we did.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. I mean, that's just a perfect way, and it's something we're going to continue. That's just immaculate.
Yep.
First
Merry
day,
Christmas.
last day, those are winners. We're happy with that. But yeah, I mean, so I know you said you got some topics here.
Yeah, so it's actually good that you brought up the Steelers because I'm going to tie them into this a little bit. So this question kind of came up today after golf. Mike and I went golfing today. There'll be more videos coming out. We'll get into it later. But this question came up today when I was on my way home from golf with the player that we played with. What division do you think is going to be the most competitive this year? Like, not who's the most stacked, who has the best team. We're saying, like, what division is going to come down to week 18? Like, there's going to be games, possibly, week 18, that will affect who wins that division.
Okay, now this is going to be a really, really hot take.
I don't know.
Let me think real quick.
I think you and I are on the same page.
There's one in my mind right now that I don't think anyone will say.
I don't know, Mike.
Is the NFC South?
Yeah.
Why are they kind of
that wasn't
competitive?
what I was gonna say.
I mean, Tampa's still, they just brought back Baker and they got Mike Evans.
Yep.
A little bit on the decline, but again, they won the division. You can't count out the Saints. Yes, they have Derek Carr, but they're only getting better too. And now you got the Falcons. I think the Falcons will win it, but if you're talking about competing until week 18, again, off the top of my head, I think that's one division. If there's another one, let me go through them. I don't think the NFC
Give me your
East
top three. Just give me your top three.
NFC South. Of course, I got to throw the AFC North in. That's always one.
Yeah.
And then
The AFC East. Gotta be.
no. I think it's between two. I think it's between two teams. I don't think the Bills are like that. Again, I will forever not be on the Bills. I
Wait,
think they're overrated.
You said the AFC North?
They'll be in the mix.
Huh?
You said the AFC North.
Yeah, AFC North. I think the AFC North will go down to the wire.
No, that's true. Yep.
Dude, am I crazy for saying the NFC North? I
No.
mean,
All right, so
the
now we're on the same
Lions?
page. So
the Packers?
Here was my top three. NFC North, AFC South, NFC East.
AFC South is, on paper, it looks competitive, but I do think that there will only be two teams that kind of diverge off. But that makes sense, though, because we don't know about the Titans enough.
The
we
Jags.
don't know about the Jags. Well, we know about the Jags, but, like, can they do it?
We don't know if what they added will even work.
The Colts will always be in that mix. Like, they are, how I describe them is, like, they're like the Jets and now I don't know, like the Jets and the Dolphins are like the Texans and the Colts. Like, it's going to be those two, with the Jags being like the Bills. Again, the Bills won, but I just don't think right now they're as competitive as they were, and they're clearly rebuilding. Not rebuilding, but they're reshuffling their whole team. They let a lot of guys go on defense. They let their star receiver and Stephon Diggs go. I mean, we saw this coming. Are they going to be in the mix? Yes. So they have youth. I do believe so. But how long can you go with that coaching staff and expecting a different scenario?
Yeah. I think
that's what I think, and I think that the Jets have a shot. I know I'm being a freaking homer bias guy. If Rodgers stays healthy, they always have a shot. But like, we could win. It's us and the Finns. The Patriots know. The Bills know. It's us and the Finns.
I said this at lunch today to him, and I think I
ignited something.
I kind of hurt him a little bit.
Oh, dude, this is fucking bullshit. He said at lunch.
Right? I said to him, I go, Mike, worst case scenario, like, what do you do in this situation? Worst case scenario. Aaron Rodgers gets hurt for like the third. Stop. Let me finish the whole thing. Third season in like 4 years, he gets hurt and like isn't playing. And then the Patriots end up finishing above you guys, and the Bills win the division over the Dolphins. That's probably worst case scenario, because as a Jets organization, you think the Patriots are done, Bills gone, like finishing below them would be terrible. Aaron Rodgers, your franchise quarterback, goes down for the second year in a row, and the Bills, who you also thought were done, finish above the Miami Dolphins, who everyone thinks is reloading to go at it again. Like, that has to be the worst case snenario, right?
When you
it
said,
can't get worse than that.
When you said, if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, like right there, you needed to stop. That was a sentence, period. If Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, period. No comma, period. Like, it doesn't make sense at all. But we've been down this road. Every single year, some star player of ours is going to get injured. It's happened. And it's the unfortunate truth. It happened with Mackay. It happened with freaking Carl Lawson. It happened with another, who was it, Sheldon Richardson or Muhammad Wilkerson? It happened with so many players. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. AVT, Breece Hall, Of course, Brees Hall. That's the only thing, that's the only problem that we always go throughout OTAs, training camp, joint practices, is some freaking guy who's a massive star on the Jets that we're going to need for the whole year gets hurt. I'm not saying it's going to happen this year. I would really not like it to, like every other Jets fan. And Aaron Rodgers, of course. How can I forget about Aaron Rodgers? But if that man is staying healthy, I think we have the best defense in that division, let alone the league. I think we're, what I say, top two?
Top two, easy.
Top two. And I was getting shit for it. We were by far a top 3 defense, 100%. It's our offense. It always has been our offense. And thankfully, Joe Douglas has addressed it drastically this offseason between Mike Williams, Malachi, Olu, the running backs that he drafted.
So you're guaranteed division.
Listen, I'm not
Guaranteed
pulling Joe.
division.
No, stop it. I'm not pulling Joe Namath
Guaranteed
fucking
playoffs?
number 1. I mean, I don't see how they did not.
Give us a guarantee. Give us a guarantee.
I can't.
Come on. Give us a guarantee.
Because Aaron Rodgers is still off an Achilles injury.
Guys, are we guaranteeing a Jets playoff
Hell
berth
no.
this year?
I don't think I can do that. No.
No one.
I'll guarantee a Cowboys one.
Guarantee a Cowboys
I'll
one. We
guarantee
can't.
a
If we
Cowboys
do that, it's over. We can't screw
Takes
around.
balls.
We're too fragile. We're too fragile
Takes balls.
as fans. Does it take balls? I mean, I could
To
say
guarantee,
it.
Yeah, guarantee it. Do it.
Why?
I want
Did
you
you
to
not see what happened last year?
I want you to feel how good it feels. Say it. Just say it out loud. Say, we're going
because
to the
Aaron
playoffs.
Rodgers lasted 4 snaps, brother.
Say the Jets are going to the playoffs.
I took a
Just say
shit
it.
longer than him that he played in the freaking league last year.
That's true. That's true.
How can I guarantee
17,
anything?
17
I would
seconds.
love to. Believe me, I would love to. I'll guarantee you that Garrett's gonna be a top 5 receiver.
No, that doesn't do it for me.
I think it's a hot take, but I'll guarantee it.
But regardless,
guarantee Sauce Gardner is the best cornerback in the league.
He already
That's
is.
the only thing I'll guarantee.
He already is. And Brees Hall is the best running back in the league.
Yep.
That's a very hot take, but the numbers don't lie.
all right. Well, regardless, the NFC North and the AFC North. The North is just where all the competitiveness is going to be. We need to get off the Jets here. Sorry,
That's fine.
but that's where all the competitiveness is going to be. And honestly, the NFC North, I think I'm taking the Bears this year.
It's not a hot take, bro.
I think I'm taking the Bears over the Lions and the Packers. Vikings ain't doing nothing. They're not doing nothing.
The Vikings will be.
They'll be competitive, but they aren't.
Yes.
They're going to finish last.
Okay, hold on a minute. I just want to say something about the Vikings here. Yes, I know that they have JJ and they got Sam, but they're like.
All right, let's not throw Sam in the same sentence as JJ as if that's
fair
some
enough.
MVP.
But
here.
I've been listening to a lot of these sports analysts and whatnot, and they're like, the Vikings are best built for the future here between all their offensive pieces. I'm like, okay, yes, you got one of the best receivers in the league, JJ. You got one of the better tight ends in the league, TJ. You got Jordan Addison. People are like gassing the Vikings bad. Do you guys hear this? Are you guys watching any of this? Like everyone is on the Vikings train for the future. Oh, they're going to be. That is like Damian Woody was asked out of all the rookie quarterbacks, which landing spot was the best landing spot for the future and for the future of that quarterback. And he said the Vikings.
Well, I think it's.
Really?
I don't
It's
think.
the Bears.
It's the Bears by
No.
a mile, my
No,
opinion.
but hear me out. Here's why they're saying it, because I know exactly why they're saying it. So when you look at all the landing spots, you look at the Falcons, and that's a situation that's kind of like the Jets at the moment, where you have all the pieces. It's a very good situation, but if you go in there and you can't figure out how to play quarterback, they're getting someone new next year. You look at the Bears. Caleb's going to get his 3-4 years, and I think he's going to be fantastic. But if he goes in there, there's no there's no wiggle room to be bad. You know what I mean? Like, he has to produce, and I think he will. But if he doesn't, the Bears are back to square one. Now you look at the Vikings; they already had Darnold, so JJ's going in there, and he just gets to sit back and see it. This is what you guys have always asked the Jets to do, especially with the most recent quarterbacks that you've had, Darnold being one of them. I think this situation, Darnold coming from that Jets team knows exactly what he didn't have, and he can help JJ. That's why I think they're saying that and why JJ's being set up. Now, team-wise, yeah, I agree with you. I don't think that team-wise they're what the Bears are, what the Lions are, set up for the future. But I see where they're coming from in terms of straight-up quarterbacks, where they're going. Like New England,
based off their career only, not even the team around them, just solely their career.
Yes, and New England's the same way. Like, they very well could be going back and getting a quarterback in 2 years. Very easily. And same thing with Washington. Washington's the same thing. Like, if he doesn't go there and produce, and he's got weapons, he's similar to what Caleb has right now.
He's going to be in a tough spot.
And like if he doesn't produce, it's over. And I don't think he's going to produce.
Yeah,
I think Caleb will. I don't think Jaden will.
And that's why I feel like even just based off that question, it's really on what you think Caleb Williams is going to do this year or immediately.
He has 2 years to prove himself.
I think, yeah, absolutely.
He has to show something.
How could you not be a stud right off the bat with that situation and the talent level that you have? Like, we can all agree here, he's a damn good, talented quarterback, and he can be a damn good quarterback if he has the pieces around him, which he does. Now it's on him. Does he have the work ethic? Is he going to translate from college to the NFL? Or the NFL's defense is going to do something different that what he faced in college, where they're maybe in zone or they're blitzing a lot more than other colleges did to him, other college defenses. Like, how is he going to adapt to that? If he can, I mean, I think it's a no-brainer, like home run. But JJ, I could see where you're coming from. He is going to learn. He is young, and I think that's why he was so intriguing coming up to the draft. Why he skyrocketed up those leaderboards, those draft rankings. But yeah, no, that all in all, that I think that division, it could go either way. Lions could have a 1-year wonder. Who knows? Like Jared Goff, again, I don't want to bring up injuries. I really don't. Anything can happen in this league. Any injury can happen. The Lions, I think they're the strongest team, and I don't think it's close. I mean, it is close, but I think they are the strongest team. They loaded up on defense. They have one of the better receivers in the league. They still have JMO, who they're waiting for that resurgence to come out. Sam Laporta was an absolute steal. Gibbs, like they're loaded on every aspect of the offense and defense. They're so good. It's just, can the coaches make the right decision and not be too aggressive on fourth down? That's it. Because I was watching that game. It was on at Rivals, the Cowboys-Lions game where they went for it on fourth down, 3 or 4 times?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Dan Campbell for the W.
Yeah, literally. Like if they don't go down the Brandon Staley route, they will be just fine. Now, the Bears have a lot of expectation on them too. So can they live up to that expectation? The Packers are the sneaky team. They're going to be, all right, we're the underdogs. We don't have the expectation that the Lions and the Bears do now. And the Bears have now surpassed them, in my opinion, based off everything that's happened. But you can't count them out. I mean, you can't do it.
I agree with that team-wise. I think quarterback-wise, there's more expectations on – I think it flips. I think the Lions have the least quarterback expectations.
No, because they got Goff. They're set. They're fine. Yeah. They don't have to worry.
That division's going to be crazy, dude.
It's going to be fun.
Watch the Vikings win it.
Let me ask you this. I mean, Sam Darnold's taking it to the promised land. I'll be like, I told you, motherfuckers. What do you think's the least competitive division? What do you think is the immediate, no shot, this team is winning, and no other team's going to compete?
AFC West.
Yeah, that's
Mahomes and the Chiefs. They're reloading again. They're coming back. They just got Travis on another contract. And then you look at the Broncos. Like, all right, Bo Nix is going in there.
That was an obvious one. Damn, that question.
Yeah, no, but Bo Nix, like he's not going to change that organization next year. He might in a year or two be able to do some stuff, but next year, no. Raiders, no. And then you look at it, it's like, all right.
Yeah, no, that
you got the Chargers
is blown out. Yeah, the Chiefs are winning that's probably going to be like a minus 600 favorite. I'm capping, but like
it might be more.
It's going to be.
It could be. It honestly might be more.
The Chargers can compete though. Now with Harbaugh, they have a real coach.
Yes.
They can compete.
Yeah. I just think talent wise that the team has. I mean, dude, that team got better again. They added another weapon again. They got rid of guys they didn't need again. They didn't lose anyone on defense, barely. I mean, I don't know, free agents, whatnot, but all I'm saying is they didn't get worse.
Yeah.
And they consistently are getting better every single year based off free agency, based off the draft. Again, they had a Marquise Brown. They went from Rashee Rice, who, I'm sorry, Gassy.
Yep, I was just about to point that out.
It's great that we looped up.
Wide receiver room did get weaker today.
Oh, yeah.
It did get weaker.
Oh, yeah, it got weaker. But listen, besides the fact, something's going to happen with him. And
he's done.
I think he will be cut. I really think he will be cut. But they added Marquise Brown. They added Xavier Worthy. They just re-signed Travis to a 2-year deal, which I didn't think was going to happen, by the way. They got rid of MVS, who visited the Chargers. They got Justin Watson, Sky Moore, those guys for depth. They got Mercole Harmon. Like, You got veteran leadership there. You got the best quarterback in the league. I mean,
And Mahomes
who's stopping this team? Who's stopping them?
Mahomes has proven every year that you don't need to give him receivers. He'll just win this thing.
Yeah.
He'll find a way to win it. And now he actually...
They didn't have to go get Xavier Worthy. They did not have to.
This wide receiver room is better than last year's.
Yeah. Oh,
way better.
By far.
And they didn't do much to improve it.
By far.
It's way better.
They got the man who bites people. Go!
So we have the Rangers game
Loft,
on.
two
It's
goals
2-2 in the
today.
second now.
Let's go. Loft. Boy, bro. Look at that atmosphere.
I'm going to tell you right now, Mike, I think you guys have to win this. I think you have to win this. If Carolina wins this, I think they go back and they get the next one.
Did you see that Carolina
Let's get into this. The Rangers, man, they're the best team in the NHL, I think, at the moment. The hottest team in the NHL. I think if they lose the Stanley Cup, I'd be very surprised.
I truly think that whoever comes out in the East is going to win it.
It's one of these two. I think it's one of these. I don't think Boston's strong enough.
Listen, hold on a minute. Before we say that, again, I said the same, but you didn't see that game last night?
I saw highlights.
That was a statement win.
Yeah.
That was, you might have been on 4 or 5 days rest, but we're fresh. We've played. We got a chip on our shoulder, and they flat out bullied them. Bullied them. Their stingy defense, which I still think Florida they will come back.
Dude, the Bruins did this in game 1 of the last series. They ran the Maple Leafs over, and then it ended up being 7 games.
Exactly.
So I don't believe in the Bruins. I think they got 1 game in them, but I think those legs are getting old. I think they're old. And these two teams, it's all young. I think these two teams are the best two in this side.
Yeah, I mean, Toronto was close. It was a close series.
Dude.
Yeah, they do have a curse, but you just can't. It's one game. Again, I said that if we need this game big time, like going 2-0 into Carolina, which apparently the fans are trying to buy out all the season, the tickets so Rangers fans can't come.
Yeah,
crazy, smart, crazy.
I like it.
They will take 1 in Carolina. I no doubt about it. They might even take 2, but we are just too strong right now. But I will say this: we are a little bit reliant on the power play. And I don't like that. We have one of the strong, and so do they. They have a strong power play, defensively and offensively, and so do we. But I feel like sometimes our power play is so good that we rely on it. It can't be like that. Like exactly what we saw here, a little one-timer, hopefully again, shot. Oh, like.
I think on the other side, you got the Canucks playing the Oilers. Mick Jesus is awesome.
Yeah, he's a stud.
I don't think the Oilers are ever strong enough. I don't know. The Canucks look good.
Canucks look good. You can't count out Colorado. They were my favorites to come out of the West. They always were.
Thank you. I love the Avs.
Yeah.
I love the Avs. I love the way they play.
The Stars.
I think that the Stars are just...
They haven't been there yet, though, and I feel like they haven't been this far in a while, and that shit makes a difference.
Well, since 2 years ago.
Yes, but like going far into the playoffs, going to the second round, I mean, they weren't that much of a playoff team. They've been very scattered amongst their roster pieces. So I don't see that can go to 6 or 7. I got Colorado. They got one of the better defensemen in the league. I mean, they're strong.
Statistical
They're fast.
leaders.
They're very, very fast.
Who is it? McKinnon that's got like 70 goals and 60 assists.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable this year. He's like a top 3 in points, I believe. And they got experience, man, and that's what matters. But they also have the physicality. They got a really good defense out there. But it's coming down to the wire. I love it. And I don't know if you guys saw the video. If you look at the rink right here, there's a video of them recording and then changing it to the Knicks basketball.
I love those videos.
Yeah,
I love those videos.
Would you like to talk about some NBA, the Knicks, Pacers?
I don't have much to say on it. My biggest thing from the NBA is who do you think is playing better right now? Anthony Edwards or Jalen Brunson? Because let me tell you, Anthony Edwards is giving flashes of Michael Jordan, and Jalen Brunson is just a dog, dude. He's averaging 35 points a game.
Mm-hmm. For me, and I know, guess you're going to hate this, but Ant Edwards is just...
I don't think you can hate it because Anthony Edwards is unreal.
I think the Timberwolves in general are more balanced on like as a team, where you have these Knicks and the bench is not even I feel like they're just there. They're just there cheering. Like a lot of those starting guys are getting a lot of minutes.
They are.
Like
But
a lot
that's
of
Tibbs.
minutes.
That's the way he plays.
Yes, that is Tibbs and the way he plays. I think the defense. Listen, Gobert was out, correct? And they thraxed the Nuggets.
Was he out?
Gobert was out. I think he just had his child.
Okay.
They just got they got a damn good defense between those two guys, Cat and Gobert. They have Anthony Edwards, who's just a walking bucket, physical, just a different animal, and they're strong. To beat Denver in Denver twice by a lot and not by a close game. They were both not close games. I don't know if that's on Denver more or if that's just Minnesota just being that impressive. Like Minnesota looks like they're just clicking on all cylinders right now.
I think a big part of it was that Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic had very rough games.
Oh, yeah.
Very rough. And now Jamal Murray might get suspended.
Get suspended too.
So there's a lot going on in that series. I don't see the Nuggets winning it, to be honest with you.
That's going to be tough to come back from.
I think the Wolves win this one, and I think that they go get the next one too. It's just, I think Anthony Edwards is playing way too good to get knocked out right now. He's almost like,
I agree. No,
do you remember
I'm with
Jimmy
you.
Butler in the bubble?
Yes.
It's giving flashes of
Yeah.
that, except he's doing it in real life. It's not that fake tournament.
Yep.
And like, I just don't see how they get knocked out with him playing this well. And then you look at the other side. I mean, it's clear that the NBA wants the Knicks in Boston to play. And that's not a knock on it. Like the Knicks are playing really hard, really well. I think that's just going to be. I don't know who comes out of the East. I really don't, because I think it's the Knicks or Boston, and both are like, there's nothing separating them. There really isn't anything separating them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. I like where the NBA is at right now. I think the teams that they have in the playoffs still are electric, and I think they're really doing it for the NBA. I'm glad the Lakers aren't in it, because that LeBron can only take you so far. I think the teams they have in the finals right now are it's quality content.
I agree. And even
because we all know it's fake.
We even said, there you go. We even said the other Western matchup. I mean, the Thunder and the Mavs. I mean, that's electric as fuck too.
Luka, Kyrie, bro.
I didn't think it was ever going to work. I really did not.
Well,
Kyrie was
Kyrie's
the cancer,
happy now.
but now he's happy.
Kyrie's happy.
So I'm happy for those guys. I mean, I'm happy for Luka. I'm happy for Kyrie. Like they finally got through with it. Like good for them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do I think they'll win? It's gonna be damn tough. But Luka, those two guys are just gonna have to go ape shit.
Yeah.
And just get buckets. Let Luka facilitate the offense. Let Kyrie just give him his isolations. Go from there.
I agree. But other than that, you got anything else to talk about? I mean, there's not much to talk. Oh,
you want to talk golf a little
let's,
bit? Just a tad?
Let's preview what we got coming. So we were out today on Bethlehem. We have a couple videos out of Bethlehem Golf Club today. One of them being a very cool challenge that we did. We had a little guest appearance on it as well. That was a fun one. And then we also are having a match. We're bringing back the match where Mike gets 18 shots against me. And let me tell you, you're going to think it's a blowout until the last couple. Like, you really got to stick around for the end for that one, because it got close.
Perfect. It was perfect.
But
I think, wait, hold on real quick.
We also had, this week, we had our scramble course record.
Yeah, we
course
did well.
record.
We played well. Absolutely.
It was really good. But I don't want to give away anything from the videos, but
a lot of golf.
A
lot of golf.
Mike, let me tell you, last week on the front nine at Sawmill, I was concerned that your golf game took 10 steps backwards, but today really helped.
Oh, dude, it was good.
I still think we got a ways to go. I think you got to come for a backyard range sesh.
That's fine.
We got to work through some stuff.
I think
we're in the right direction because you're driving the ball. Your irons are good.
The drives were a little bit off today. I'm not going to lie. The drives were not as good as it was.
Well, they went in the
time.
air.
They did go in the air, but there were a couple that were like little toppers that went down.
Yeah.
The irons changed big time. I was really, I think, hitting them well. Besides the last hole, I had a lead and I didn't want to squander it.
Oh,
maybe got my head a little bit.
Let's not give anything away here.
I know. Okay, all right, gotcha. Sorry about that.
We're talking about your golf game.
Yeah, golf game. Edit that out.
And we also have to remember.
The irons were good.
So something that we have to talk about here is that we walked like 27 holes today, and let's be honest, Mike, when's the last time you walked that far while playing golf?
While playing golf? Probably never.
Never. So like the stamina wasn't there either. So I think like the irons and stuff
I was doing okay.
down the back end, like the ones where you're messing up, like we're just gonna call that's fatigue. That had nothing to do with your swing.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I was attacking the ball a little bit more, kind of not chopping at it, but you know what I mean? Not just more just following through there, trying to create that divot after the ball. Happened a couple times, which I was really ecstatic about. The putts today were just on fire. My putts today were fantastic.
They were.
Like, I'm telling you, that switch, shout out to Steve. If you're listening to this, just that little grip change has made a drastic difference in my putts. And that one on hole 7 or 6, right when you get, like, you have the left hole and then the range is right there. That last putt was dope.
Yeah, that was good.
Had a great read on it, rolled exactly how I wanted it to, and we finished it off. Wedging was good. Very happy with my game today. We took a lot of steps forward.
I think that you're in a position where it would be close, but I think you could do it.
Yeah,
I think you could break 100.
Don't even say it. Oh, yeah, I know.
Think you could.
But I don't want to do it yet. I'm
dude,
enjoying what we're doing now. We got a lot of things coming up, and we're only going to get better. We got
it in June. We got to get you out there going for it because your game is on the rise right now.
Yeah.
I think we got to do it.
Yeah, listen, I mean, at Sawmill, of course, has to be. Has to be.
All right,
we have to finish it there.
All right.
And I mean, you're breaking 35 too. Like that course is.
I say if we go to do this, I strictly caddy for you. I'll show up in the jumpsuit.
I would say let's go like mid-July. We have a lot more golf to play.
Not June.
No.
June.
No.
June.
No.
All right, July.
July.
All right. He's afraid. He's afraid.
No, I just know.
All right, we'll do July.
Yes.
So slicing 100 comes back in July. July 1st.
Let's keep getting these matches going. Let's keep doing the little fun things so we have to because it's nice out. And then when we're ready, we go in the morning. We go at fucking 8 a.m. and we get right after it.
All right.
Deal?
Yeah, that's fine with me. Let's do this.
Yeah, we're good. Any other football things before we go?
Nothing.
All right, good. Well,
Bored.
B-Team, follow, subscribe. Keep liking our stuff. We see the numbers.
Yep.
Shout out to all the support from you guys. We love y'all. We're out of here.
See ya.